Hey guys, what's going on? Real talk about trading, episode 59, guys. I'm traveling right now, so I don't have time to show you the charts, but there's 100 reasons to go 100x in your account next week, because we're talking about the Super Bowl of trading, this Super Bowl of earnings season, this Super Bowl of opportunities that are going to be so overlooked by an average trader. So if you try to be way the fuck better than average, that's why you come to 13 market moves. If you try to be the top 1% of all the traders in the world, that would be the reason to go to 13mmtv.com and schedule a call. Click the big orange button and talk to a senior trader here today. Now, there's three things that you should know about going into next week. And when I'm going to land, I'm going to as soon as I get a moment, guys, I'm going to show you all this stuff on the charts. But there's three catalysts that are happening next week that you should absolutely know about right now. I couldn't wait to just tell you about it, guys. I'm recording this as soon as I'm planning my next week of trading, guys. There's huge, like, I can't even say if the huge times 10x, huge times 50x, like, this is the moment. This is, if you were to trade 1 week in 2024, I would say if you were to trade 2 or 3 weeks in 2024, this is the week you would want to trade. We got the historic analog pointing to a crash. We've got, highly bullish sentiment going into next week. We've got Friday, yesterday. I'm recording this on a Saturday, the 27th of January. Yesterday, the institutions are doing some wild, crazy shit they haven't done in a while. They're buying companies that are reporting huge losses, they're reporting huge revenue losses, and they're reporting huge losses in their forward-looking projections. And they're buying these stocks. So in that could only last for just a number of days, guys. Okay, I remember the earnings report of Domino's Pizza. There was an occasion on which it had shitty earnings, and Morgan Stanley was behind it, and they just pumped the hell out of the stock. They just, on a bad earnings report, they just shoot the hell out of it. And after that, Domino's Pizza does nothing but just go crazy to the downside in the following 30 days. So moments like this are to be captured. And they're not to be captured on the upside of the market. They're not to be captured on, look, I've never heard a story of anyone making a fortune buying the markets at their fucking highs. Okay? There's a lot of resilience here. As far as we look at the market, as far as the chart's concerned, right? If we're to glance at them, yes, we're trying to break through the highs from 2 years ago. Many stocks are on the verge. What seems to be that they are just about to break through the highs that they were setting. Like prime example would be Facebook, META. There's a lot of stocks that are just finally at the levels where they were 2 years ago before they made some major drops. And the consensus is the market's going to rip higher. It's going to go higher. There is no inflation, even though the inflation numbers we got yesterday, they speak to the opposite. There's fake GDP numbers, all kinds of fake reporting going on, and the market just going along with it for now. All of that stuff, guys, markets understand this about the markets. They got very, very short fucking memory. So when shit could be collapsing next week to insane proportions, okay, you're going to be looking back. Nobody's talking about it. We talk about it, about a market crash here, 13 market moves. I posted a ton of videos about it because, okay, we could be missing it by a few days, but the timing is here. The timing is now. So let's get on with it and normally a big move in the market would be associated with some kind of catalyst. Now, you should also know that the biggest crash in the history of the stock market, which was 1929, there was no catalyst. There was nothing. Okay, there was nothing going on. There was no one particular event like Federal Reserve cutting rates or raising rates. There was not a GDP number. There was nothing that crashed the market in 1929. There was not a particular event that the biggest crash in the stock market is actually tied up to, and we can put the pieces of the puzzle together for that particular crash. The only fucking thing that was happening in 1929, shit was so overextended, and some people, they foreseen the possibility of a crash. They couldn't tie it to one particular catalyst. But if we were to put together three catalysts that were to drop the market next week, we would start with a Tuesday night. Tuesday night, 4 p.m. to 4:15 p.m., you guys could go 20x, 30x. That is the trade that I'm going to describe. I'm going to actually pull up the charts for that one when I land, and I'm going to give you some specifics on that trade. But that is such a unique trade. Most of the people will never take it. They will never go for it. But that is like, okay, you got a 10K account. You want to make 100K in 15 minutes. That is the trade. So don't miss the video on which I'm going to break down the specifics of that trade. So Tuesday night between 4 p.m. and 4:15, you have a real chance to take your account 10, 20, possibly 25x, and the video is coming out before that happens. I may post it tomorrow on Monday or Tuesday, but that video, I will break down the specifics. I will break down exactly how the cookie is going to crumble on that one. The second catalyst, clearly, Federal Reserve. Okay, what are they going to do? Are they going to cut 20 times this year or 6 times? Or are they going to cut just twice or not at all? That's what Wall Street is going to be looking at on Tuesday and clearly Wednesdays, when, you know, the idea of what's going to happen is going to surface. So it's going to be 2 o'clock, the actual number, 2:30. The actual speech, Powell speech, 2:30. And so there's a difference between trading the market at 2, the initial reaction, and the real reaction at 2:30. Normally what you want to do is you want to just put everything on ice on Wednesday next week. And you really want to trade. Guys, this is how detailed that is. I'm giving you like time frames. The time frames that could put 10, 20xers in your account. So the time frame you want to trade Tuesday is 4 p.m. till 4:15 p.m. And most of you guys, if you don't even understand an idea of how the fuck you would trade the market after it's closed, if you still don't know that after the 1,100 videos on our channel, you definitely need to go to 13mmtv.com and click the big orange button and schedule a call and talk to a trader. So if you still don't know how to trade options after market closes, when the biggest moves of the market are actually going to take place, guys, that's a serious issue. You need to address it by talking to a 13 Market Moves coach right now. But so the second time frame I'm going to give you is Wednesday, 2:30 p.m. until 2:39 p.m. That is going to be one of the greatest entries you can possibly partake on options in the history of 2024. So Wednesday, 2:30 until 2:39 lies one of the greatest entries that you could possibly make as a trader. And to follow through on a lot of things that will be happening that could actually begin to escalate when? Tuesday, between 4 and 4:15 p.m. Going into further escalation between 2:30 and 2:39 on a Wednesday. And the granddaddy, the slam dunk of the slam dunk competition in 2024 is 8:30, 8:31, 8:32, 8:33 a.m. on Friday morning. The jobs report. Guys, those are the three things you should focus on next week outside of trading earnings reports. Which, guys, know we went 9 out of 11 on the earnings reports plays the week that just ended on January 26th. And an average return on those trades was nothing more, nothing less, but 12.5x. So if you traded earnings with 13 market moves last week, you would have done an average return on 12.5x. And you possibly could have given some of that to the crazy SPY trade that we are pursuing, and we're going to keep pursuing it. And that SPY trade could potentially pay out 50 to 70x at a certain moment next week. So, guys, don't miss it. This is how, like, you want to do the Super Bowl of fucking trading. This is it. You traded with 13 market moves, and maybe you've missed out some of the earnings reports last week. I will post a separate video. I'm about to board this plane. I want to make sure that you guys understand how critical next week is. And again, it doesn't matter where your account is at right now. It's at 100K, you can go 2-3 mil next week. It's at $100, you can go 2-3 grand next week. I don't care where you start, okay? I just want you to start. I want you to get off your ass and participate in the Super Bowl of trading next week, guys. Don't miss it. All starts with you going to 13marketmoves.com, 13mmtv.com, reaching out to a trading coach here. I just don't want you guys to miss it. Just don't fucking miss it. Just make that call now and get set up in a way to where you have a shot at winning the fucking Super Bowl. Let's fucking roll, guys. Big things will happen next week. I want you to be a part of it. I want you to do it with 13 market moves. Let's roll.